Good morning. Let us see another method and another problem with different conditions. So here, this is a type of line inclined to both the planes. Conditions which is different from the previous conditions. So previous conditions like inclination to the horizontal plane and inclination to the vertical plane is given, and the second model is the position of the points with respect to the vertical plane and horizontal plane is given, and you have to find out the inclination to the horizontal and vertical plane. And third condition is third model is one point positions are given and the second point position is not given, so that you have to find out the inclination with the horizontal plane and vertical plane. Next thing, the top view, final top view and final front view is given, and next coming to the finding of the original length of inclination of the line, right? So now here an additional condition is added to the line inclined to both the planes. Let us read the problem first. So here you see the front view of a 125 mm long line. So you can write down the length of a line is 125 mm line. Okay. Line PQ measures 75 mm and top view measures 100 mm. So here in this problem also the final front view and the final front view is given as 75 mm and the final top view is given as 100 mm, right? So it is clear these are the three conditions. And next, its end Q and midpoint are in the first quadrant. So here in this problem, a condition is given. So the line is PQ, Q and midpoint means this one. Suppose if it is P and this is Q, this is the midpoint. So the problem says that this midpoint and the Q line, that is Q point, is in the first quadrant, and he is not telling about whatever the P point. So P point may be in the first quadrant or maybe in the second quadrant, just forget about it. But the only thing you have to keep it in mind is point M, this is midpoint, I will call it as M, midpoint M and Q should be in the first quadrant, right? So here its end Q and midpoint are in the first quadrant. M being, so M being means this is the midpoint. M being 20 mm from both the reference planes, that is 20 mm above the horizontal plane and 20 mm in front of vertical plane. So the conditions are given for M point and there is no conditions for Q point. And here from both the planes draw the projections of line PQ, and you have to find out the inclination with the horizontal plane, inclination with the vertical plane, and we have the data, that is original length of line is there, final front view length is there, final top view length is there, and midpoint positions are also there. Let us see how we are going to construct this particular thing. So as usually you have to draw a line here. What is this line? This line is nothing but x and this is y. So now what are the conditions here? Length of line is there, final front view, final top view is there, and midpoint is there, right? So now first of all, what I will do is, so when midpoint condition is there, so this midpoint is not going to move. In the previous cases, I have fixed one point and I have turned another point. But here what I have to do is, this midpoint should be fixed. Midpoint should be fixed and it should be rotated like this. So here in the previous case, only the turning, that is rotation, is only for one side. But in this case, the rotation, that is because the midpoint is fixed such that the rotation should be on both sides. So here you have to rotate and here you have to rotate. Let us see how we are going to rotate this line. So first of all, what I will do is, I will draw a simple line here and I locate point M. This is nothing but M dash, the front view of M, and here this is top view, that is point M. So already we know that this is the point 75 mm, okay, front view, and this is 100 mm. So now I will draw a line parallel to XY. I'll draw a line parallel to xy passing through M and M dash. Okay, I'll passing through these 2 points and I will locate such a way that, right? So here, what is the final front view? Final front view line is given as, final front view is 75 mm. Okay, where does we get the 75 mm? Here in this particular point. And final top view is 100 mm on this one, right? So first of all, what is the length of the line? So the length of the line is 125. So this is the midpoint. So initially what I will assume that the total length of a line, this is 125. This 125 is parallel to both the planes. So now I will take this one midpoint. Okay. And I locate here, this is P dash and here this is Q dash. So here P dash to Q dash is nothing but how much? This is 125. So this is 62.5 and this is 62.5. And after that, the same points I will take down here. So this is P and this is Q. So this is also 125. Because I told you that I am going to take the line PQ is parallel to both the planes. Then next, what is happening? When I rotate or when I make it inclined to the horizontal plane, the top view is going to be reduced, right? So this top view is going to reduce to 100. So what I will do is, first I will take 50 mm from this point, 50 mm from M and 50 mm from M towards right hand side. So this is 50 and this is 50. Okay, right. So now this is the final top view, because already in the problem it is given. So this is the final top view. So well, this is the final top view. So how you get how much rotation? So to get the rotation, now what I do is simply I will draw a line here and I will draw a line here also. These are the projectors. Why I am drawing two projectors? Because when this line is tilted to horizontal plane, it is inclined to the horizontal plane, the top view is going to be reduced. This is clear. So now what I will do is, whatever the length of the line is there, so I will put the same length here. I will make it inclination. So I will fix this point. Okay, see here, I am rotating here. In the same way, I will put this point here, P dash. I am fixing it and I am rotating. Okay, now I got a point. This is shifted here. This is P dash. Okay, I write it here, P dash, and here this point is Q dash. So now I will join these two lines. Okay, so now this is the length of a line 125. Okay, is rotated with theta degrees such that we got 100. Is it clear? So now what should you do is, you have to draw a line passing through Q dash. This is nothing but locus of Q dash. This is the first step. And next, you draw another line passing through P dash. Just you name it as locus of P dash. Okay, so the first step is over. When a 125 mm line is taken parallel to xy, and this one is rotated in a such angle such that the top view becomes 100. 100. And here see, PQ measures, top view measures, front view 75 and top view 100. Top view 100 is over. And front view is what about? Front view is 75 mm. So now 75 means what is a half? 75 means 35 2.5. So 37.5. So now I'll take 37.5 this side. Okay, 37.5 right hand side. Okay, right. So now this is the front view. This is the front view of a line which is 75 mm, which is given in the problem, right? Is formed or obtained when this line PQ, this one PQ is rotated to the vertical plane. So now what I will do is I will draw the perpendiculars to the XY, okay, like this, and another one like this. Okay. So now, because not this perpendicular, these are called projectors, right? Then now I will rotate this particular length. This is PQ. I will hold it at the midpoint. This PQ is going to be rotated here. Okay. And in the same case, I'll fix it here. This point P is also rotated. Okay. And where it cuts, so it is coming at this particular point and this is cutting at this particular point. So now this Q dash is going to shift here, Q, and this P is going to shift here. And what you have to do is, once again you have to draw the line passing this point. This is locus of P. So here this is locus of P dash and this is locus of P, because this is going to turn on this particular point. Okay, the next, and here draw another line passing through it. So this is locus of Q, right? So we got locus of Q, locus of P dash, locus of P, locus of Q dash. Then what we have to do is we have to finally project the final front view of 75 and final top view of 100. So to the which particular point? To the locus of this P. So P to P1 to P1 dash and this one Q to this one. So now simply what I will do is I will take the length of this 100, okay, this 100, and I will rotate this one, okay, this one, and simply from this particular point I rotate it here. So here from this point to this point. So this is nothing but, let me write it as Q1, and here Q1 is shifted, okay, and here this is P1, okay. Now if you draw a line, it should pass through the midpoint. Okay, so now this is the final top view position. And what about the final front view? So now this is a midpoint M dash, and this is a Q1 dash, and this is P1 dash. So now what I will do is I am keeping this point. Where is the Q1 dash line? Here. So simply I will turn this particular point onto the locus here. So now here this is Q1 dash. I will rotate it as Q1 dash here. Right, and next the same point with this one P as a rotation, okay, P as point, okay. Where is the locus of P? So locus of P dash is here. So I will turn this one up to this particular point like this, okay. So now this one is P1 dash. So now I will join these 3 points, okay, on these 3 points. So how to confirm whether our problem is correct, whether our procedure is correct? So if you see, the final front view positions of these points should be in a straight line. So let us see. So if you draw a line perpendicular to the XY from these particular points, it is crossing on the same line. If you see here, it should be crossing on the same line, okay, and here it should be 90 degrees. So if a line drawn perpendicular to xy passing through any one of the point, it should cross the second point. In the same wise, if you draw a perpendicular line to xy from q dash, it should pass through q1. Then you can conclude or you can confirm that your method of construction is perfect. So this is how to construct the midpoint problem. We can say that this is a midpoint problem. In the previous cases, point A or point P is fixed. Any one of the side is fixed, but here the midpoint is fixed. So if you understand clearly, you go one more time practice. So here practice is the most important because this makes a little bit of confusion. So watch the video for 2 or 3 times such that you will get the concept and you can remind your concept and you can easily draw it. Right? Thank you very much.